So basically, this is a part two video on why I actually quit MCA and actually joined Forex. So this isn't anything to like diss MCA or anything. I mean, MCA was a great company. I had no issues with it, but it was just time to move on. I wanted something more long term. I feel like MCA is more like a short term solution, and at the same time, not everyone is successful in it. We'll admit to that. So everyone's different, but it's not just saying that. Um, what am I looking for? Not people. Everyone's lazy or anything, but some people are too lazy. Some people just don't grasp the concept. I will admit to that. But at the same time, a lot of people don't start out with like the right resources, the right audience, and it takes too long for some people to actually do that. So some people just end up giving up. It takes a lot of time to build an audience. So with that, Forex, I just feel it eliminates all that. You don't have to worry about building an audience or anything. You don't have to worry about chasing any people, buying or selling anything. Forex, I mean, it should literally just learn how to do it if you have the right training and are willing to commit to it, and then you're over time going to build that success. It's just a matter of your own commitment to it. You have to be willing to commit to your education. You have to be willing to commit to actually dedicating yourself to actually getting up and doing it. And yeah, committing to your own strategy if you have one. But what is Forex? This video right here will explain most of it. My view, I'm just going to say it's a currency exchange market.
If you have ever travelled to a foreign country, you may have needed to exchange your money. If so, you have already participated in Forex trading. Forex is the short form of foreign exchange. Well, Forex is a bit more than that. For example, companies buy goods from other countries. In order to buy them, they need to obtain the local currency first, just like us when going on holiday. The difference is they will exchange huge amounts. When these companies exchange these huge amounts, they will actually move the price because the demand for the currency that they need increases. When the demand increases, the price increases. With all this exchanging going on around the world, the exchange rates constantly move. This is how it works. When currencies are exchanged, they have a certain price, the exchange rate. As in any market, the price of a currency is determined by the law of supply and demand. If there are many people or companies that want to change euros into dollars, the price of the dollar will rise against the euro, and so the exchange rate will change. Let's use an everyday example to explain how you can actually profit from this. Say you live in Europe and went on holiday to the United States. Let's say that you changed your 500 euros into US dollars at the rate of $1.4 for every euro. You got 700 US dollars, but you do not spend any money at all. So you still have $700 after you come back. After the exchange rate moved from 1.4 to 1.3, instead of getting just 500 euros back, you actually get 538.5 euros. You have gained 38.5 euros simply from holding your money in dollars while the exchange rate changed. This is essentially how we trade in the Forex market. We buy a certain amount of a currency, hold on to it whilst the exchange rate moves, then change it back, making money along the way. How to decide when the right time to buy and sell is exactly what we teach you throughout the rest of our learning lessons. As you can imagine, traveling a lot and saving a bit of money on your holiday budget and then exchanging it, it's not really a practical approach to trading currencies. Fortunately, there is an easier way to do this. You can trade currency through online exchange offices called brokers. What this means is that you can exchange currencies online throughout the day and take advantage of the constantly fluctuating exchange rates. Just as in the example of when you went on holiday, you can buy different currencies and make a profit as the exchange rates change. This is trading the Forex market. Trading Forex online with a broker has many benefits. You can trade Forex from your home or anywhere that you have an internet connection. The Forex market never sleeps. It is open 24 hours a day, 5 days a week, and so can suit your daily routine. You do not need a huge budget to get started. As little as $150 is enough to begin trading and building your account over time. Of course, it will require some learning until you get there, but this is exactly what Tradimo is here for. To help you learn how to trade in a way that can suit your individual lifestyle, and to help you navigate your way through the Forex market.
So not a bad opportunity, is it? So with this, I will admit you will have more time freedom. What do I mean by that? So yes, with MCA you still have time freedom as well, but with this you're gonna have so much more of it. I mean, you're not consistently glued to the business like you would be for MCA. Assuming you have the right strategy. I have a good strategy for the long term that pretty much helps me to not stay glued to my phone or computer. I'm not on my computer all day at all. I don't have to pitch people all day. I don't have to figure out how to market or, yeah, basically I'm not worried about sales. I'm not chasing people is what I'm saying. But I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. And at the same time, yes, you can still manage MCA or a job if you wanted to, if that's what you were doing, or if you're in college. This is perfect. All I just recommend is if you have a good strategy, you have a good mentor and all that, put in minimal an hour a day. Just put in an hour a day into your education. Just figure out how much time during the day you have. That way you can actually make this work for you. It's not one of those things like what MCA people say. They'll tell you that you can get rich in a day. You don't have to tell people that. You can just be straight up with people. I'm being straight up with you. You don't need people to make money. It's all about you. You just have to be willing to actually put in the work to actually learn. MCA, you have to put in work to actually learn. You have to learn how to make the sales. You have to learn how to market correctly. You have to learn how to build a brand. And not to mention you're probably investing into products if you're doing offline marketing. It's a lot. It's a business that you are building. And with that being said, you're going to have more control. So if this is the opportunity you feel is for you, just be ready. And now I'm about to just show you with my phone like what is it that I'm exactly doing. So I placed a sale for just the purposes of the video. I believe actually it's gonna rise a bit more and then drop, but from what the looks of things is it's actually looks like it's starting to sell already. So basically, since I believe that at some point it's gonna come up more, I could just place a buy at some point once I find a good entry and let it rise and then close the profit. But since it's selling anyways, I'm gonna be able to close that profit soon at some point, but I'm not gonna do it yet. But overall, I believe it's gonna drop down here and it should bring me some decent money after I close the trade. But overall, I want to show you the potential that this opportunity holds. So yesterday I closed out about over $5,000 in profit. Just from using my phone, computer, let it do its thing. I'm not glued to my phone or computer because I do long-term trading. You can do short-term trading. Short-term requires more hands-on maintenance to actually be on the computer more. But if you know what you're doing, if you have the right education, you won't have to do all that. You can just let it swing and let it do its thing and then just take home some good money. But at the same time, you just need that good training. I had some really good training. I had some mentorship. So it's highly recommended for anyone that ever gets in. That way you actually have a strategy you like. In all honesty, once you get this app, it's not going to look like this. It's going to look more funky.
forgot how to do it, but it's whatever. But basically, it's probably going to be more like a line chart. It's going to be like black and white. But you need some sort of strategy. You need to actually understand the markets, the way they move, the patterns, everything that you need to know. But if you would like some training, if you would like to learn more about Forex, I will post a few links down, but in the description. But you can add me on Facebook. I will put my Facebook link down in the description for you to click and add me. That way you can ask me for more training if you wish, and you can like this. And yeah, go ahead and like this video and subscribe if you like this training. Well, I wouldn't call it training, but and I have a few trainings, I believe, on my page. I'll probably put them in the description as well. But overall, all you're doing is just selling when you know that it's going to drop, and if you know it's going to buy, you just place a buy and let it rise, and then just close it and take your profits. But since we know it's selling, I know it's going to drop based on what I know, how the market moves. I know it's going to drop to about at this point here. Actually, a little bit lower than that, but you get the drift, and you understand the potential that this opportunity holds. There's a lot of money made trading. You don't have to recruit. You don't have to market anything. You don't have to rely on sales just so you can actually bring money home. But I'm not going to hold you guys up. If you would like more information on this, just feel free to click the link in the description and add me on Facebook.